10 things you think are strength but are really trauma responses. 1. Being the fixer. You're the person everyone comes to with their problems. While you see it as being helpful, this can be a trauma response known as fawning, where you make yourself indispensable to avoid conflict or rejection. 2. Being overly independent. You never ask for help and pride yourself on not needing anyone. This can be a trauma response from a history of neglect, where you learn to only rely on yourself to avoid disappointment. 3. Having a strong work ethic. You're a perfectionist who constantly pushes themselves, believing your worth is tied to your achievements. This can be a trauma response where you learned you had to earn love and safety through performance. 4. Always being the peacemaker. You constantly try to keep everyone happy and avoid conflict. This is a form of fawning, a trauma response where you learned that keeping the peace was the only way to stay safe in an unpredictable environment. 5. Being hyper-vigilant. You're always on high alert, anticipating potential problems. This is a classic trauma response where your nervous system is in a constant state of threat detection, making it hard to relax. 6. Emotional numbness. You can stay calm in a crisis and never seem to get upset. This is often a dissociative trauma response, where you've learned to shut down your feelings to cope with overwhelming pain. 7. Being a people pleaser. You go out of your way to make others happy, often neglecting your own needs. This is a trauma response where you've learned that your safety and sense of self-worth depend on others' approval. 8. Taking on others' emotions. You are highly empathetic and feel the emotions of those around you as if they were your own. This can be a trauma response where you are forced to be hyper-aware of a caregiver's emotional state to predict their behavior. 9. Extreme adaptability. You can easily change who you are to fit into any group or situation. This could be a trauma response from a childhood where you had to quickly adapt to the unpredictable moods of those around you to avoid harm. 10. Having an off switch for feelings. You can quickly turn off your emotions when they become too intense. This isn't a superpower. It's often a dissociative trauma response you develop to survive a past where expressing your feelings was unsafe.